tell me what you did
in like the sticker world. These PRioRiTY stickers.
Tag?
Yeah, it is. So like people use like the PRioRiTY sticker. You know, you're writing like to and from on it. And a lot of people like in the graffiti world take them and they're just like drawing all over them. And I was looking for an easy way to show my face everywhere, and it just turned into this. I just printed my face on it one day, and now like I trade 10. I did in Photoshop. Yeah. So I did that in Photoshop. Like I drew out my face in Photoshop using like a pen thing, and I trade on Facebook with other like sticker artists, like 20, 30 packs a week, going everywhere, like Australia, Switzerland, Italy.
And they stick your sticker
Totally. And then they'll send me stuff, and I do the same thing. You know, it's like a.
How do you know?
On Facebook, people will take the picture. We'll take a picture of
where they put it.
Like I've never been to Australia. My face is everywhere in Australia.
And how does that make you feel?
It's awesome. It's the best feeling in the world.
Why is that? Like, what's the rush?
Well, I mean, one, knowing that someone who I've never even met went out of their way to take something that I made and slap it up on the wall, and risk the chance of getting busted, for one. But two, like to go out of your way and do something like that. I mean, it shows more.
Is it like the danger, the charge? Is that your meth or something?
Yeah, now that I can't do meth, yeah.
I know. I'm into Breaking Bad right now. I can't get over the meth thing. I know. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, I have. But it's hard in Jersey. I don't think you can find any good meth in New York and New Jersey. Can you? Isn't that more?
I don't know. It's kind of like the 2000s now. It's kind of like out of my world. I don't know. You know, it's more like an 80s thing to me.
Yeah. That's really funny.
I know.
It's hysterical.
But it's like more like anywhere USA. Yeah, I think New York is a little classy for that.
Yeah, I think more.
Sorry.
Sorry. It turned into like a drug conversation.
Well, you're the PRioRiTY man.
I hope my daughter doesn't see it.
How old is she?
12.
Oh, well, you know, Daddy's just kidding. So, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Jersey, right across the George Washington Bridge. I mean, where we grew up.
So, are you the upper west side? That's what I always heard over the George Washington Bridge.
I grew up The town that I grew up in is like an upper class. I grew up there. It's like an upper class town. We were lower middle class. We got in just at the right time.
Oh, lucky you!
And like
imagine those big giant high rises that are right at the bridge.
No, totally not. And we would like ride our bikes into Manhattan. We were like 12, 13, and you know, I've been exposed to New York my entire life. My first job was in New York. I lied about my age.
Oh man, I did the same thing.
I said I was 17. I was 16, and you know, I love the city. I lived in LA.
Did they ever find out?
No.
You know, we asked for a skeleton in your closet. You've been giving them all the time.
Solid.
Yeah. So I have one for you and one for your daughter. What does it say? I want to hear more about what it says.
I got nice and text me.
Ah, that's got to be for her. Yeah, exactly.
So I grew up in Jersey, just outside of New York City. But you know, people make such a big deal out of being bridge and tunnel and beating you up for being from New Jersey. But
I know.
You know, we're like a sixth borough.
It's really true, especially Fort Lee.
Yeah.
And but you don't get money for this, do you?
No.
So it's just a hobby, and it's the rush.
Yeah, totally.
It's a clean rush.
I mean, that sticker art is totally different from my paintings. It's more just for the fun of it.
It's awesome.
You know?
And it's a cool little thing. People like it.
Yeah, it's cool.
So when you were a kid, were you always doodling?
Yeah. I very luckily was exposed to art very, very early on by my uncle and his boyfriend, and bringing me to museums and like everything you can imagine. Like at 13, like Flip Burgers and Cape Pride. Like I mean, they were a huge influence. And my wife actually says that I'm the gayest straight man she's ever met.
Nice. Well, I think
my hair is perfect right now.
I think that's a pretty cool thing to do.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not a bad thing.
If you see my closet, it's perfectly.
Oh, really? So you're like feeling color?
Yeah, it's in perfect order. It's color coordinated.
I need to come in my closet.
I break it up by long sleeve, short sleeve. Yeah,
Wow.
like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Like everything's got to be like.
Wow. So that's another skill.
And you know, my paintings are like that too. I mean,
Which are yours? That?
I'm the top one up there. All the lines are very precise and very.
Is that like David Bowie?
That's actually ChRiSToPheR.
Okay.
That's actually an amalgam of. That's ChRiSToPheR, me, piece of the Thomas Guide from when I lived in California. There's a map up there. Yeah, so I'm very inattentive. All my paintings are very precise in the line in everything that I do. So,
Wow.
Felix Unger is maybe that'll be the next sticker.
You kind of look like a little bit. You look like Felix Unger.
It's that a much neater haircut.
And your website where people can find you?
You can go to ChRiSToPheRPRioRiTY.com, or I run a website where I promote 34 other artists. We do, I wish I had a card or something for that.
Fix it on the Facebook.
Where we promote 34 other artists, and we have more coming. We're promoting shows weekly. Like I promoted my show as long as like 4 others for tonight here in New York. You know, people use Facebook as a means for promotion, and it just goes nowhere.
Right.
You know.
Yes. How do you do it?
So I mean, I'll contact an artist, and I do it for free. Like I'm not taking money from anybody. I'm doing it for the love of it. You know, I'm doing it for the fact that this is our world of art, and it needs to be seen. Like the Zozian, you know, the Basquiat things around the corner, that line's around the block. You know, and I wish that it were the same thing for a show like this. You know, in 5 to 10 years, hopefully someone from one of these shows will be.